You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Voicing with Queen, the show where real talk meets real vibes, with your host, Queen, and the always hilarious co-host, comedian Keish. We're bringing ATL to Detroit, diving into hot topics, real life experiences, and a whole lot of laughs. And guess what? We are live right now. So sit back, tune in, and let's get to Voicing with Queen.
Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Voicing with Queen. How y'all doing? As y'all can see, things a little bit off, right? Yeah, I'm driving. Mommy duties called and it ran me behind, but yet we still got a great show for y'all guys today. Keish will be coming in very shortly as well. So let's get right on into it. How many of y'all have had friendship breakups that felt like a love breakup? Look, listen. I feel as if when you break up with certain friends and everything, it's like you go through a breakup with your actual partner in a way. Hey, how are you? Welcome. I really feel like that. You have them close friends you possibly have grown up with, and you grew apart or something like that. And some people do outgrow each other, but do you have the same feelings about your friend that you do with a partner? I know I do with some of my friends that I break up with because it's a whole breakup, right? I feel like all relationships, breakups, if that person really meant something to you, you will feel something behind it. You know what I mean? Like all relationships do have their ups and downs, right? It's a friendship, a partnership, familyship, childship, mothership, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Them different types of relationships that you have with people. And sometimes when you break up with your closest friends and things like that sort, it can be heartbreaking. It can be a total loss. You can feel like, oh my God, like I lost my best friend. I lost one of my closest friends that I'm real cool with, this, that, and another. But sometimes it has to happen, right? I know I had to, and it does hurt. So how would you get past that? Um do you do them like you do your partner and block them and stuff? I guess it depends on the situation, huh? Because me, I'ma tell you, I ain't too good with blocking people. What I would do, I would turn my ringtone or they call tone into a song that I like. So when they call, I don't have to worry about answering. I'm a dance or I'm a sing to whatever song that's playing. Yeah, I'm one of those. I don't have to block you, but I will make you calling me very entertaining. But you do have some friends that you definitely look at like, hold on, you on some BS and this, that, and another. You doing X, Y, and Z, and it's like you can't associate with it, and you decide to break up with them, and it's crazy because you do have some friendships that's 10, 20, 30 plus years old, and it's like you've known this person forever. Y'all done been through so much, and now it's like it's nothing, and it's very heartfelt. I really, for some of the friendships I had to break up, it was heartfelt. It was necessary. Don't get it wrong, but it was still heartfelt because you never want to lose somebody that you really care for at one point in time. You never want to lose no one that you loved at one point in time, especially depending on the type of friendship that you had. You got some friendships where y'all did most of the craziest things or your first things together and stuff like that. And so that it can be very, very heartbreaking um, at times. However, I want to know. I know y'all may not want to call in. Y'all never want to call in. You know what I'm saying? And talk to us. I don't know why, but y'all always want to put stuff in the comments. But since y'all like to put in the comments, and I do read them, uh, well, should I say we read them? Um, how do y'all go about breaking up with y'all friends? Do you tell them, look, it's over, I'm done with you? Do you tell them like, we need some space or whatever? Like, how do you really break up with a friend? You know what I'm saying? So I would like to know because once again, like I said, it could be totally heartfelt. Um, can you stop that? It could be overwhelming. I do apologize, y'all. I got my son in the back. He kind of hissy and everything. He's not feeling his best and everything. So something. And so let me know in the comments on how do y'all go about breaking up um with your friendships and everything like that. Some of them I'm cool with we not speaking. I ain't gonna call no names, but some friendships you have to be okay with that, depending on the person and the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? You have to judge it the way it weigh out, right? Um, but at the end of the day, it can be heartfelt, just like a real breakup with your actual partner and stuff like that. And so at the end of the day, you just take what you learn from that relationship and like any other relationship, because every relationship is a learning lesson. It's definitely a learning lesson. So you just take it and you learn from it and you just try not to repeat it again. You know what I mean? So we'll be back for this small commercial break and we'll see you in a moment.
Calling all entrepreneurs, women and men. Get ready for the second annual Women's Entrepreneur Empowerment Brunch. Join us on Saturday, May 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 7426 Nichols in Detroit for an unforgettable day of inspiration, networking, and empowerment. Hosted by comedian Kesh Gallman with powerful guest speakers Queen, event creator and serial entrepreneur, Diva Coates, public speaker, author, and music artist. Coco, media personality and comedian. Ashara Walker, real estate agent. Plus, don't miss a special appearance from Wood from the D Spot. Enjoy delicious food, networking, raffles, vendors, and mimosas, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Men are welcome too. This event is for everyone looking to grow, connect, and be inspired. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours now at Eventbrite. For more information, email queenbutterfliesllc@gmail.com.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P. Joe. Not to mention, we got the host with the most, Kells. We got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items, looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.
It's time for Black Pioneer of the Week with Queen.
All right, now, welcome back to Voicing with Queen, Black Pioneer of the Week. You know what time it is. It's time to shed a light on another history making trailblazer. And today, we're giving flowers to a woman who not only saw the world differently, she helped us see better, literally. Let's talk about Dr. Patricia Bath. Now, y'all listen. Dr. Patricia Bath wasn't just another name in medicine. She was the first Black female doctor to receive a medical patent. That's right. Put some respect on that. She invented a laser device called the laser focal probe. Say that 3 times fast, that revolutionized the way cataracts are treated. Millions of people have better vision today because of what this woman created. And get this, she came up with the idea back in the 1980s. She said, we need to be using lasers for precision. Meanwhile, the rest of the world was still catching up. A whole genius? Yeah, and humble too. But let me back it up a little bit because Dr. Beth's story didn't just start in the lab. She was born in Harlem, raised by parents who told her she could be anything she set her mind to. Her father was the first Black motorman for the NYC subway system. And her mother brought her first chemistry set. That sparked a fire. And honey, that flame never dimmed. She graduated from Howard, went to med school, and kept pushing through every barrier. We're talking racism, sexism, the whole nine. But did she stop? Nope. She said, I don't mind standing out. I just made sure I stood tall. That part right there, that's the energy we need. Standing tall even when the odds are stacked against you. She was often the Black woman in the room. And instead of shrinking herself, she carved out space for others. She co-founded the American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness because she believed that eyesight is a basic human right, not a privilege. She once said, eyesight allows us to appreciate the beauty of the world. Without it, we are insulated. Wow. Let that settle in for a minute. She wasn't just a surgeon, she was a visionary in every sense of the word. And here's something else beautiful. When she received her patent, she said it wasn't just for herself. It was for all the little Black girls out there who needed to see someone doing the impossible and realize, hey, that could be me. So today, we salute Dr. Patricia Bath, innovator, barrier breaker, eye healer, a woman who made sure we could see our future a little more clearly, literally and morphology. Let her legacy remind you, if there's no room at the table, you bring your own tools and you build the table. Then turn around and make sure someone else has a seat too. In which that should be the way that we operate today. We all should follow in Dr. Bath's footsteps on making sure that someone else have a seat at that table as well. Meaning, pass the knowledge. So the next young person behind us can succeed as if we did. So say her name. Dr. Patricia Bath, because legends like her deserve to be remembered.
Calling all entrepreneurs, women and men. get ready for the second annual Women's Entrepreneur Empowerment Brunch. Join us on Saturday, May 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 7426 Nichols in Detroit for an unforgettable day of inspiration, networking, and empowerment. Hosted by comedian Kesh Gallman with powerful guest speakers Queen, event creator and serial entrepreneur, Diva Coates, public speaker, author, and music artist, Coco, media personality and comedian, Ashara Walker, real estate agent. Plus, don't miss a special appearance from Wood from the D Spot. Enjoy delicious food, networking, raffles, vendors, and mimosas, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Men are welcome too. This event is for everyone looking to grow, connect, and be inspired. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours now at Eventbrite. For more information, email queenbutterfliesllc@gmail.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome.
Kish.
What up, Doe? What up, Doe?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
I
Hi.
made it. It's
You made
terrible out there.
it is, and I'm in it. So
And
I get
you know
it.
what? I should have just tapped in on the show. Man, what's up, voices? What up, though? Happy Hump Day. I'm so glad
Yes.
that I made it into the studio. I had a long training today, about 7 hours in the exam, which I passed.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I want to shout out my family. Before I get on here, I got some exciting news to I know it ain't no topic. So
Okay, let's
weekend
go.
my family surprised me with a impromptu celebration at Keisha's Comedy House. I finally been approved to open the door,
Hey, congrats.
and
Yes.
it came with bearing gifts and champagne and everything, and I hung that license up, and I got another one today. So yeah, the kitchen will be open soon because of the training I just did.
Hey.
I got stuck in that traffic because if you in the D, you already know 696 is closed coming from the west. So I had to take everybody taking the street. It was just terrible. I was
Look,
stuck in traffic for like 50 minutes, y'all, but I'm here now.
listen, I'm still in traffic. Just came from
Yeah.
downtown. Like I'm still, and I'm not even at the halfway point just yet.
Man, it's terrible. The weather is just so terrible. It's so cold. I'm like, Queen, I'm like, cover me, please. You're like, girl, I'm stuck too. I'm like, we gonna make it today.
We gonna make it. We was off brand, but look, listen. To our audience, y'all know we always gonna give y'all a show, whether we in a car or in the studio. We coming through for y'all. So hey, look, listen, we here. We here. Even in the midst of the storm, we're still here.
You still
So
here,
today, okay. So today's topic was it's about what that was is about um friendships, breakups
yes.
with
And
your
Miss Key.
friends.
Got Miss Key on here. She one of our
Hey,
loyal.
Miss Key.
Hey,
Yes, Miss Key here all the
Queen.
time. Okay. So we was talking about friendships, breakups with friendships. I know you have broken up some friendships. Do is it just as bad as a regular relationship? I know some of my breakups with some of my friends has been. It's like a relationship gone bad, but it's my friendship.
Yeah,
I
it feels like a breakup. It feel like a breakup. The only difference is we want clapping cheeks.
right,
But somebody so long. Sometimes friends, like especially if you grew up with them, like family. It hurts because that's somebody you cared about. That's somebody you love, and sometimes you have to cut people off to protect your peace. But at the same time, it still hurts when you have to do that, especially when
right.
betrayal is one of the things why you let that person go. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we
Most
say like,
definitely.
bitch, we say that because we be mad, but you mad because it hurt, that you have to let the person go.
Yeah, that's true. I know I had one friend I let go because she allowed us to get robbed.
What? She said it. She set y'all up.
She didn't necessarily set us up, but it was three of us, and a guy approached us to rob us, and she literally started walking away like I ain't with them. Like, hold on. He was like, come back here.
Mhm.
Like y'all in this together. But
Lord.
I, but I have had different friendships that I had to break up with, and some of them was hard because, like you said, the love was there. You know what I'm saying? You love that person that was your ex boo, but they
Mhm.
did some shady shit, so they had to go,
They
or
had
they
to
was
go.
moving different and they had to go. You know what I'm saying? And
He did the
at that,
highway.
right?
So
You know,
he's trying to take over.
I'm
Put
sorry, y'all. My one
It's
year old in that
okay.
bag.
Hey, look,
He
this a
like
real show, and we do real shit on here, okay? Meaning we
we
watching
do.
kids, we frying chicken, okay? We barbecuing, we might be on the toilet sometime. You just never
On the
know what
toilet.
you're gonna get, okay? You got to do
My
what you
son
got to
said,
do as a
my
parent.
baby said he want his voice to be heard. He said he broke up with some friends too.
Yeah, he said I'm good too. Right? He said I broke up with some friends. They tried to take my sippy cup and take my graham, my animal cracker, and I had to
You know,
cut them out.
you know what I'm saying? For real. So yeah, but seriously, being in having friends that you have to let go, especially the ones you have known for so long and everything, it can be heartbreaking. But at the end of the day, it brings you peace. It
Yes,
brings
and
you peace.
please,
Yeah. So speaking of peace, let's get into our what is it? Our headline topic. Mr. Diddy. He's on trial. It has been day 7 of the trial and everything. Um, so I wonder what his friends, because a lot of people on his side haven't came out and spoke. I wonder what his friends think about this situation now that the trial has taken place. What's your thoughts?
you talk about his friends.
Yeah, because they have been quiet. They have been. I
They
haven't
have
heard
to
nobody.
be.
I haven't heard no one come out in defense of him and saying, that's my boy, that's my friend. I don't believe it. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down for him or whatever until I hear what you have not heard. No one said that. So, do you feel like some of his friends or the majority of his friends have broken up with him, especially since this trial has happened?
You know what? I think it's best. I'm sure that some of his friends have spoken to him, maybe. And I know that Stevie J was defending him at one point. The thing about it is, it's probably best that they are quiet, and he probably will want them to be quiet at this or say no comment because you don't want to implicate yourself. And then the other thing is, you don't want to say too much that you may put your friend's case. You may open up another can of worms in your friend's case.
Yeah, that's
You
totally,
know,
totally understandable because you do have them friends for some reason that want to talk about your business to their other friends.
they may say the wrong thing. They may
And
talk too
yeah,
much.
talk way too much. And you absolutely right. So even with that, with friends like that, you got to get rid of because your friend should not be telling your business to another friend that you're not cool with or you don't know, and they shouldn't be acting weird or doing fake
Mhm.
stuff. I mean, seriously, real friends don't operate like that. Like I can understand. I say sometimes we do have just general conversations, and we be like, "Oh yeah, I had a friend who went through that, or I had a friend who did that." That's okay. But when you start putting a name to the scenario, I think that's where it becomes a problem.
Yes, and this is a huge case. And I'm sure some of his friends are mentioned in this case. So they probably scared and he probably don't want them to say nothing. Like it's so many names that are coming up. But another thing that I was talking about, actually, I was talking about this with Miss Key the other day. We were talking about this, like, they not really getting to the nitty gritty in the case. To me, it's like they're talking about all the domestic violence. So she was like, do you think that he's guilty of just domestic violence, or do you really think that he was sex trafficking? I said, hey, I don't know. I said, we seen the video of the abuse, and we know that for a fact that did happen. I mean, the camera not gonna lie. But do you think that he was actually sex trafficking, or was he just being like a playboy like Hugh Hefner and being freaky?
So what I feel, law is my minor. And I have looked at a lot of cases and read a lot of stuff. And looking at the way they are doing it, they are what they're doing right now is they building. And what
Mm-hmm.
I mean by building, they building out his morals, his characteristics, the type of person he is. And by them having her um, testify to his character, that is building the foundation into what they actually trying to charge him for, which is RICO charges and stuff like that, saying he has a clan and stuff like that. So I really believe it's building blocks, building up for the juror and everybody else to know what his character is really like, and that he do have goons to make sure that these women not able to leave, to make sure he's able to do what he want to do towards them. So that's what I feel like they're doing right now. They're just building the case
Mm.
to tell about his character, his morals, how he move, and different things like that. And I think with that, that's when they're going to actually get into the actual part of what he's actually being charged for. So I feel like right now it's like the building blocks against him. Should we say?
Absolutely, and that's what I was thinking too. Like, maybe they haven't gotten to that part yet. Like, this is gonna last for how many weeks again? Like, this trial.
Well, yeah, they got a lot of people to testify. But the one I didn't watch I think it's today, where his actual assistant testified against him today, and I mean I heard that he's still auditing. So, I'm definitely gonna go back and start, looking at more of the cases throughout the week,
Mhm.
and we definitely gonna discuss more about this next week. And next up, we're gonna hit y'all with a commercial break, and we'll be back with kicking in with Keish.
Yes.
Looking for an ultimate getaway? Queen Butterflies Travel presents Utopia of the Seas. This Labor Day weekend, set sail for Port Canaveral, Florida on August 29th, 2025. Enjoy stops in Nassau, Bahamas, and a perfect day at Coco Cay. Indulge in the world-class dining, thrilling water slides, stunning ocean views, and non-stop entertainment aboard Royal Caribbean's newest luxury cruise. Cabins are selling fast. Interior rooms start at just $714.54 per person, with balcony and ocean view options available. Secure your spot with just a $200 deposit, due by April the 12th, 2025. Don't wait. Book now before cabins are gone. Call Queen at area code 248-200-6355 today.
It's now time for Kicking It with Keish.
What up, though, y'all? How y'all feeling on this Wednesday? I know that it is cold and rainy here in the D. I know y'all listening out there in the A. I wish I was down there. Hopefully, y'all weather is better than ours. So, I want to kick it with y'all today. I want to go back to where I was talking about putting yourself first and taking care of ourselves. Summer is just right around the corner. Okay, some of y'all, I see y'all. Shout out to my homeboy Lamar. Some of y'all that been following me, some of y'all that have been coming to my shows, y'all know that he is like my personal masseuse. Shout out to Magic Hands Massaging. And I want to bring him up because he recently weighed over 400 pounds. He has lost over 165 pounds, and he is looking good. And he really motivated me yesterday. We had a whole talk about dieting and how he lost the weight. And so I wanted to bring that up because you have to surround yourself with people who motivate you. And he motivated me. I went right to the grocery store and started getting all my fruits and veggies. Some of the stuff he was telling me to get to put in my water, like ginger and cucumber and lemon. And he was just telling me about his workout regimen. And that's what we need in our life. We need people to get us back on track. So with that being said, sometimes we got to go back to the start, go back to that starting line. And we got to reevaluate some people that's in our lives. If you're not motivating me, if you're not encouraging me, if you're not praying for me, if you're not trying to push me forward, if you're a person that's like secretly hating, but you smiling in my face, or you just giving off weird energy. You know how sometimes you tell somebody something and then they give like a weird ass response. It's kind of like, oh, I'm happy for you, but it should be no. If you're happy for somebody, it shouldn't be a but. You don't have to shoot down people's ideas. Even if you don't think it's a good idea. I mean, if you don't think it's a good idea, why don't you give them some constructive criticism that don't come off as being a hater? And that's what we need. We need people in our lives that's going to really get us back on track. Like, I am so happy for him. And that's how you should be for your friends. Your friends doing something to, especially doing something to improve their health, their wellness, their mental health. They feeling good about themselves. They feeling confident about themselves. Hey, you should be standing up clapping for that person. You should be taking notes. Like, I need somebody around me I can take notes from. I don't know it all. I don't have all the answers. That's why we have friends. That's why we have mentors and people that we can look up to, people that can give us sound advice without being a hater or without secretly, saying negative things behind your back. And some of that negative energy will rub off. You have to watch who you tell stuff to. I don't tell everybody everything no more. It's only certain things that I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell you what I want you to know, because I don't know if you praying against me or not. I don't pray with everybody, y'all. You might be saying a positive prayer for yourself, and this person might be praying on your downfall, like T Grizzly say. They might be praying on your downfall. They might want you to feel, oh, you didn't get that job? Good. I don't want her to be making more money than me anyway. Like, I don't like to compete with my friends. I like to encourage them. I like to learn from them. I like to help them. And, they do the same for me. It's not a competition. Like, I don't want to be competing with my friends. It's not a competition. We can all win. We can all motivate each other. And it's funny that Queen brought up the topic of breaking up friendships, because those are some of the reasons you have to break up a friendship. If you just feeling like you're being drained by their negativity, nothing they do is encouraging. They always complaining about something every day, or every time you talk to them, they complaining about something. Even on the worst days, I try, even if I have like tears in my eyes, I try to just always think about something good that happened that month or that day. I might be having a bad day, but guess what? Tomorrow gonna be a better day, maybe. Yesterday was a better day, but today, hey, I'm catching hell. But that don't mean that it's gonna last. So we need people that can lift us up, people that can motivate us, people that can actually check us. You're supposed to check your friends. You see your friends doing some dumb stuff, they falling off. They might be backsliding, or they may be having a relapse on something that they gave up. Hey, You know you ain't supposed to be doing that. I don't want to see you fail. I don't want to see you go back down that road. You know, you ain't supposed to be looking at your friend going back down to a road that they left a long time ago, or you see your friend in a dark place. Hey, help her get up out of that shit. You know, don't come over there. I hate when people do this. So I'm in a dark place, right? Not saying I'm in a dark place today, but say if I was in a dark place, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I'm in a dark place. I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad month. Something happened on my job. Something happened with a show that didn't go right. And I'm trying to vent to you as a friend. I'm looking forward to talking to you about it. Maybe you can give me some sound advice. Here your ass come with some more negative shit. Here you come with your sad story adding on top of it. Just like sometimes you just have to be that friend to just listen. Don't even offer no advice right away. Just be a listening ear. And if you don't have nothing good to say or you don't have no advice for them, hey, pray for them and hopefully they will get to back in a better place. You don't always have to offer advice if you having a bad day too. Just be that listening ear, and then maybe we can talk about something else tomorrow. Like you don't always have to just come with your negative story. It just be too much, y'all. So just be that friend that can listen sometimes and get away from them people that's gonna pull you down and don't want to help you and want to see you fail, y'all. Y'all know I'm always gonna give y'all some positive advice on kicking it with Key. So that's all I got for today. And see y'all at the brunch this Saturday, May the 24th. I'm your host, Keys. Peace.
Hey, y'all. That's
Okay,
right.
girl, out the car.
I'm out the car. I'm moving on up.
Yes.
But you are absolutely right. Friends supposed to support friends, not support the bullshit, but
Yes.
the real stuff. Be supportive. If your friend getting her butt whooped, try to help her leave. If your friend having a breakdown or something, or your friend is moving different from what you're used to, try to figure out what's going on and see if you can get that person some help. Clap for your friends. It should not be no kind of animosity there. And I have one friend that I had to literally um remove out my life recently. That had been a friend of mine for years, and all
Okay.
because um I always have this saying that some people need to grow up to their age. And so with
Mm-hmm.
that, I feel like, hmm and I say that a lot because I feel like it's not so much of the person and being grown. Sometimes that person can be grown and have a childish mentality and do childish stuff. So
Mm.
when I say that, some people get offended, like, "What you mean?" That means that you're doing childish stuff. You need to grow up. That's
Yeah.
what it means. But at the end of the day, your friends should be supportive, definitely supportive of you. If you don't have that, you got a person that call themselves a friend and they always got something negative to say about your progress and different things of that sort. Yeah, that's not a friend. That's
Yeah.
somebody in the bushes just seeing what you're doing to take back the information to somebody else that you probably not friends with. A
Yeah.
lot of times that's how that
Mm-hmm.
go. And it's funny how you break up friendships with some people and the ones that you actually had a problem with, they friends with them now. Like, wait a minute, you was here when I was dealing with them and this, and you was saying this, and now you they friend. Oh, okay. All right. I look at
Right.
people like that. Yeah. So it do make you want to not open up too much. And you're absolutely right. You have to be private. You can't tell a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
have to be mindful on who you talk to, because at the end of the day, if you know this person come to you and tell you about every friend business that they have, what you think they
Yes.
doing to you?
Yeah.
They
And then sometimes,
definitely telling your business.
yeah. And then I don't even feel comfortable listening because I'm like, well, I don't really know them like that. And like every time I see them, I'm gonna think about what you told me. I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
I don't
And it's
want to.
strange for
Don't want to
you.
smoke. Don't want to smoke or drink. Don't want to smoke after her.
No,
Hey, when it's in
that
rotation, pass the blunt. Uh, just
I got
ended
my
with me.
own. Yeah, no. I got my own, and I
I be
don't smoke
talking
with
too much.
nobody. My smoke partners are very limited to 1 to 2 people.
Yeah.
I don't got time because I don't know what you do with your mouth. And if I find out what you do with your mouth, then it's not. Yeah, you know. Because at the end of the day, we always talk about health here as well. And some people don't understand that you can get STDs in your mouth because you have open sores also in your
Mm.
mouth. So therefore, transferring, is very easy. People don't believe that, but pick up a couple of medical books.
Read
You'll
and
learn.
it's fundamental. Reading is
Read.
fundamental.
It's very, very fundamental. Very, very fundamental. But you do have them friends that you just have to really get rid of. You know they ain't no good. You try to hold on to them. You try to help, but the more you help, the more you drowning because you're not helping them. You helping them and to stay afloat, but they drowning you. And when it's like
No,
that, it's time to let go. Oh,
you
don't
look
do that.
glowing today. I'm sorry. You glowing today. I like them glasses too.
Do
What
you?
you
Thank
doing?
you.
You
These
glowing.
I got a very special phone call today.
You did?
Um,
Okay.
I
I just had to say you
did.
looking today.
I was
I'm
very
looking
happy with this
tired.
phone call.
What about the
I
phone call?
was. It was great. It was
That's
a
why I like
beautiful phone call. Great
beautiful.
news.
We gonna have to talk when
I'm
we get
gonna
off.
be a well. I can't say this. I'm gonna be an auntie, so I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Congratulations.
I'm
Yeah.
praying for a boy. I don't want no more girls. My daughter is
No
enough.
more.
I don't want no more girls. No, no. Give me a boy. Give
I'm
me a
sorry.
boy. They can whip it out. Pee. Keep going. Give me a boy. I'm straight. I'm serious. I could
That's
braid their hair up real quick. That last for a week or two.
yes.
But them girls, they hit
Yeah.
your pockets, baby. They hit
Okay.
your pockets. And when they get
Hmm.
older, they want their hair weave. They want the lashes. They want their nails done, toes done. I'm like,
Period.
wow,
Okay, on
that's
period.
$600. That's $600 because that's three for me. Now it's three for you.
Hmm.
No, 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 no. Give me a boy. I'm the best auntie, boy or girl, but I want a boy.
Yeah, I pray that you
Plus, I
get
can
your
get some
boy.
of. I do too, and then I can get him some of his cousin stuff. So I'm excited.
Yes. That's
Yeah, that
exciting.
was the best news. Yeah, because I was sick earlier. I was sick
Okay.
earlier. I was throwing up at work.
Uh-uh.
Look,
Don't let it come through the screen. Uh-uh. Where's my sanitizer?
and not because baby, not,
Where's my
not to
sanitizer?
sanitize,
Yes, no,
not to
ma'am. I just
sanitize the
got in my little
screen.
safety training class. No, I know all about them pathogens and shit. Don't put that shit through my keyboard.
What really is wrong with you, friend?
I'm prepared. Look, what? Shit's still out here. Stop playing.
You ain't never lied, but no, I left work. I got checked out because Golden had been sick a little bit and stuff. So I got his little cold and everything. Everything checked out. I don't have strep throat, COVID, or the flu. It's a common basic cold. So thank God for that. It's not much. So I'll be knocking it out. And don't forget to join us this Saturday for the Women's Entrepreneur Brunch at 7426 McNichols starting at 11 a.m. in Detroit. We having a ball. Y'all know Keisha's the host. We got D Wood from the D Spot, Premier Clothing on that. You know what I'm saying? I had to have something for the men. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We got comedian Coco. We got a real estate agent. We got Diva Coach. Like, let's go. The vendors that we got is very educational. Y'all can purchase some things, but it's educational. Come out, have a great time. We have wonderful food. coming, and I'm just ready. I'm really, really excited.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. See y'all there this Saturday. Be there.
Please, I see you there. Okay. Beat us there. Don't meet us there, beat us there. But you ain't gonna be able to beat me there because I gotta open. But beat the rest of the people there.
Yes.
Please beat the rest of the people there. But I hope to see y'all. Oh, my first movie premiere that not only am I talent in, but I'm also the assistant director of. Our movie premiere is June 21st. I'm excited about that. The trailer will be dropping very, very soon and
Okay.
everything. I'm really excited. I pray the prosecutor, you're guilty. No bond.
Dang.
So yeah, I'm very, very excited of all these
Red.
upcoming blessings that we got going on. We're really doing it, friend.
We out here.
We're really doing it. I'm so proud of us. See, this is how you support one another. Okay?
Out here. We out here in the
We
streets.
we definitely out here in these streets. So we about to head up out of here, y'all. We sorry for the little inconvenience and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we are still human and we still have lives outside of the talk show. And sometimes it does run into the talk show. We try not to because we want to give y'all a full show. But
That's
we glad that y'all always here supporting us. Don't forget to hit the bell button, like, share on our platforms, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday. Voice of Will Queen.
boys.
That's a wrap for Voicing with Queen. Big thanks for tuning in and rocking with us. Don't forget to follow Queen and comedian Keish on social media, along with Voicing with Queen, and catch us live every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Until next time, stay bold, stay real, and keep voicing. See you soon.